Alrighty, we got Ryung in the bottom right-hand corner of Antigua Shipyard. He's going to be our red Terran player, or Zerg. Just kidding, that's his proxy account. And Sheth in the top left-hand spawn, going to be our purple Zerg. Have fun, Gio! Exclamation point. We're gonna have to. There it is. We're gonna have to.
More. Yeah, I like it.
We're gonna have to ask Sheth one day what the difference between the exclamation point GLHF is and just the GLHF, or the GLHF smiley with
face.
the exclamation point.
Very true. Very true.
They all may have very different meanings. Only Sheth will know.
If he drops the exclamation mark, that means he's actually just broken his keyboard over his knee. Yeah.
Somehow I can't picture that.
No, neither can I. So, I've seen Sheth disappointed, but I've never seen him
and it's
ready
such
to
a sad
beat someone
sight
up.
to behold.
So, yeah.
A disappointed Sheth is like
such an awesome guy.
I know.
So he's just like, okay.
Seeing Sheth disappointed, you're just like, I'm disappointed.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah.
No. There are some people in the community that put on a happy face, but they're not genuinely nice people. Like I'm not trying to name any names or anything like that, but you get a lot of people who play a character on screen. Essentially,
I agree.
Sheth is not one of those guys.
No.
Like he's just an awesome, intelligent, wonderful human being to be around.
Yeah,
so,
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
He was raised in a small plastic bubble. I love it though. I mean, he's so innocent, and he comes out to all the tournaments, and he gets to meet everybody, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
cool.
was told for a really long time he wasn't even allowed to compete.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wasn't able to go to a lot.
I
tournaments.
know he didn't go to a lot of tournaments, and a lot of people were always like, I remember when he appeared at that Michigan LAN randomly. I think this would have been back in like March, February, maybe. Everyone was like, "Wait, Sheth is going to a live event?"
Yeah.
But now he's at all of them, and he's an awesome guy to meet. So
just it took a while for him to finally get in the swing of things, and now he's actually posting some pretty stellar results.
Like, second at the North American BlizzCon Invitational. I mean, that's pretty darn good. So
not bad.
Yes. All right. So looks like Ryung is actually going to bypass gas altogether and opt for a very, very fast CC. And his opponent, on the other hand, Sheth, looks like he actually put up pool before gas, if I have my timings down right on those. So it's not going to be an ultra-fast speedling build. He is just going to go ahead and just try and get his economy up and going.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Very quick CC on the low ground. Is he going to follow it up with gas, though, or is he going to add additional Raxes?
I don't know.
That's the real question.
Let's see. He's got one... Barrick's actually coming at the front, so it looks like he's eventually just going to make a wall, 3-Rax wall or something like that.
I like that.
Yeah. And we'll see if he floats this one down here in a second.
Baneling shenanigans that he dealt with on Crevasse, where he almost lost as well.
Very true.
To be honest, this really should be 3-0 Sheth right now.
Yes.
I mean, that was just a act of God.
That one Baneling.
That one Baneling. He just mismicroed for a split second, and that ended up costing him the game. I think it was a good read on Sheth's part after seeing the CC first. And there's a 4th Rax, so...
Well, 4 Rax. I see this against Protoss players a few times, but not as commonly employed against Zergs, especially because you have to invest in that wall at the front, so...
I think we're going to see a heavy Marine timing push out of Ryung.
Just like a 20 Marine push or something like that at the beginning of the game?
It really depends. He might just go with naked Marines. He might try and get Stim and Combat Shield. I would imagine he's just going to go with naked Marines. Just judging from the fact that he doesn't have any add-ons just yet. Needs to be careful here. A lot of links coming into the natural, and they're going to start taking down those Marines. He's also going to get a full scout off into the main, so Sheth knows exactly what's going on now. He sees all 4 Raxes. He sees no gas, and he can prepare accordingly.
Yeah, let's see what he goes with. He's just been pumping out endless amounts of drones up until now. But yeah, no, he's extremely well defended against, or he's going to be extremely well defended against anything that Ryung can come up with now. Actually, because of where he places barracks, it doesn't look like that's actually blockable by 3 Racks. So, because, as Automaton is going to demonstrate for us, there is going to be a little gap there, and also throwing down a bunker on the outside as well. I wonder what Sheth does, though. I assume this is going to be pretty quick third, but I mean, he's going to need something pretty resilient against unupgraded Marines to go ahead and start, so it's either going to be quick Banelings or quick Roaches, something like that, so...
It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure where he's going with it yet. He did take an early third, so he might just continue to rely on that heavy speedling style and macro out of this.
Yeah.
18 Lings on the way right now, though, for Sheth, but...
no Baneling Nest or anything to show that it's going to be a bust.
I think he's really worried about that potential Marine push.
Yes.
But Ryung, it seems, has mostly made those barracks for
Actually,
walling.
Yeah, I actually like that he's not going ahead and bailing busting this, because I think he would have a cruel surprise waiting for him. I do think, though, that bailings and then just going to Muta pretty quick would work pretty well, or just outright 3-base Roachling. We haven't seen Roaches out of Sheth yet, and that had kind of been his calling card over the past couple of months.
Yeah, certainly. Haven't seen that early Roach push once out of him yet. Second bunker going down for Young. He's
making up for all his lack of bunkers in the past few games.
He's a bit hesitant here, and yes, making up for his lack of bunkers in the last 2 games. It's 100 resources. It can save you the game. Ryung's probably smacking himself in the face.
Yeah.
And there we have a macro hatch going down for Sheth. So Sheth going into full macro mode here. He's on 4 hatches right now, 3 base. Going to get that 3rd nice and saturated and take it from there now.
Hooray! A Roach Warren and an Evolution Chamber.
There we go. What does Ryung's infrastructure look like? He hasn't added anything. Okay, there we go. So this is going to be a combat shield Marine timing push here. The Marines are on their way across the map as we speak. He will get combat shield before he gets to the Zerg 3rd, but I think Sheth is going to have more than enough to sandwich this Marine squad, and I believe Ryung could just end up losing all of them.
And Sheth's run by isn't successful that time because of the bunker in play. And, oh, he gets caught. Very nice awareness there out of Ryung to start moving his Marines back to catch those Zerglings in there for a pretty good period of time. Now Sheth is up in supply, and his Roach Warren is done now, opting for that Ground Carapace level 1 rather than committing to a weapons upgrade, so he has a little versatility when he actually puts up a few Roaches as well. And we'll see if any of those Roaches actually start coming out here in a bit. What does that scan see? It does not see the macro hatch, but basically everything else. Well, oh no, it actually doesn't see.
It doesn't see anything.
Never mind. So no Roach Warren, no Evolution Chamber.
So do you think we're going to see some Roachling bling here out of Sheth?
I'm really hoping this is just, because he has this brand of play every once in a while where he's just going to sit on layer, he's going to get Roach speed, and he's going to pump about 1 billion Roaches. Looks like he is going to augment that with Banelings to go ahead and bust through the first few units, especially because all he's seen as Marines up to this point are...
Roachling Baneling it is.
Yep. And he has the first 2 medevacs coming out now, but Ryung does not have any tanks on the field, so Roachling Baneling's actually going to be really powerful.
Yeah, it certainly is. There's a lot of timing pushes you can hit with it as well.
Yeah.
If you want a Baneling bust, even this late in the game, it's still super effective with the Roaches as a follow-up. They're just so strong.
Yeah.
Once you breach the wall and you get Roaches in there, things do not end well for the Terran. He is getting a single Viking. I like that from Ryung. He's going to get a single Viking and clear out a lot of Overlords.
See you later, Medivacs. I guess that's just going to... Or I guess they were getting out ahead of most of the units there as Ryung making his way up now for the time being. Spire coming up as well, so he's actually going to invest in all kinds of tech. He's not going to shoehorn himself just into Ling, Baneling, and Roach. Yeah.
Clearing those Overlords on the potential drop paths, but really not going to be able to utilize those medevacs too much, I don't think. And Sheth seems to be all over this. He may lose his gold here, though. Ryung is going to get sight of that and just potentially run right behind it.
I would imagine he's going to go back after that. There's the Marine stimming out, and that poor
And
drone
there's
is
the
running
cancel.
away. Go, drone, go! Run, Forrest, run! It does. All right, 2 medevacs are going to pick up. Jenny! Anyway, and this is, once again, I've got to say, a common theme between all the games that we've seen so far is that Sheth has been on top of drops the whole time.
Yeah,
so.
he's taken literally 0 damage from all of Ryung's drop play. And here we go, Sheth once again looking for that counterattack. Ooh, forces a stim there from Ryung to get back. But look at Ryung's infrastructure this time around to deal with those run-bys.
Yeah, so
Perfect.
He's got supply depots at the front. He's got bunkers that are loaded up as well with the units at the back. Yeah, he's pretty well defended. He is going to try and establish himself a 3rd, though. We'll see if that's actually going to end up working for him. That drop looks like it did actually get killed. Yeah, looks like the Queens were actually able to deal with the medevac as well.
Drop going into the 3rd now, it looks like, or is that the Viking? The Lone Wolf.
Dun, dun,
3
dun,
kills
dun,
thus far.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, actually, that's pretty effective. 300 resources. It has certainly justified its cost. And has the Zergling died? It has. Scan was forced to be used, though, on that. And we are actually going to have... Spire's not been realized yet, but he does have the Infestation Pit. Wow, 3 hatcheries coming out of Sheth at the moment, moving into super macro mode. But he is going to have Infestation Pit, just could go right up to Hive and then into Broodlords right after that.
Yeah. I think he's pretty confident in his map control right now. But Ryung certainly preparing himself for an epic long macro game here. Both players geared up for that. Unless Sheth tries to make some sort of a move here and smash into Ryung before he gets this defensive position set up. But once he does, Ryung's going to be powering hard off of 3 bases here.
Yeah.
He's adding additional Raxes in his main. What is he up to now?
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think that's only 4.
Oh, so I guess he's actually
double
factory and double upgrades coming at the natural as
Yeah.
well. He's got the 2 engineering bays and the armory.
Uh-oh, here it comes. Looks like Sheth wants to push his way in. There's a lot of units here, but there's a lot of stuff on the ground for Ryung as well. One of those tanks was
Sheth
not
has
sieged
enough
up.
here.
And it looks like he's just going to push right on through.
Oh my god, he's going to make his way straight into the 3rd here as well and kill all the SCVs. Or he might actually just go for the throat. No, he is going to go to the 3rd and kill all the SCVs.
Yep.
That is terrible for Ryung. Once again, losing an entire base worth of SCVs, and we've seen this in almost every game. Sheth finds a way to launch an exacting strike at one of Ryung's bases, and in this case, he's going to take out his 3rd, or at least force the lift and kill all the SCVs. Sure, he's going to lose one of those 3 bases that he just tried to take, but it wasn't saturated.
Exactly.
And he can certainly afford to lose that hatchery, and he's not going to take much damage here at the 3rd because he knows this is coming, and he already has units there in position to deal with this.
And that's going to get fungled in just a second. There it is. Second fungal will follow that. There it is. And that medevac is going to die here in just a second. Gets away with 6 points of health. No. Crushed. And now Ryung trying to put down whatever he can, but he's lost 24 workers. He's on 53 workers to 80 at the moment. We do have a Greater Spire coming up along with a slew of upgrades, and Sheth is just prepared off of 80 workers, 4 mining bases. Actually, it's 5 because he's still mining off of his main. He's going to transfer some stuff down to his gold. 5 mining bases with a gold slew of upgrades. He's going to be able to max remax over and over again, and it's going to be very hard pressed for Ryung to try and find his way back into this.
Yeah, Sheth is looking great right now.
Yeah.
183, 145. Look at that pack of lings. What are his upgrades at right now?
Yeah, let's take any one of them. 2-2.
And
He has
3 is on the way with Crackling coming. I love it.
Yep.
Gonna intercept that drop as well. Kind of a random positioning there for the majority of Sheth's army, but
Yep.
go ahead and drop into that, Ryung.
And looks like he's going
Good
to
luck.
drop into this base here, but that's going to get cleaned up pretty quickly. He will actually get himself a couple of drone kills, but that's pretty inconsequential for Mr. Sheth in the moment. 7 Corruptors are actually coming up at the same time, so we're going to have quite a few Broodlords finishing soon.
Hopefully he doesn't pick off that Greater Spire. There's an opportunity for Ryung if he wants to work that medevac in there to take the Greater Spire out. I just don't think he sees it. Sheth's sending everything back to deal with that potential drop, but too little too late now. Ryung not paying attention to his dropship there. Might have been able to get that Greater Spire.
Let's see, though. What is he preparing to do? Looks like take his 4th. Sheth has allowed him to basically max, but that's not a huge issue for him because he's banking a lot of resources and sitting on so many bases that he should be able to reproduce his army faster than Ryung. But a 200 supply... Oh, Baneling bombs. A 200 supply Terran army is scary no matter how you want to look at it.
Yeah, very true. And oh my god, is he going to hit this landmine here? What's he waiting for?
I think he doesn't want to reveal all 4 of them for the cost of just 1 Baneling. Oh, he could actually just let...
Hold on, watch it, watch it.
Oh, God. Here we go. On top of the Baneling mines. He's going to wait for a second. We have a drop going on at the same time.
Oh, hit that,
Do
hit that.
Yeah! Nice job. We'll go ahead and take a look at the drop now. It's coming in to kill a few drones, but didn't do all that much damage. And now we have the Broodlords pushing the siege tanks
ravaging
back.
the tanks. All the Marines almost were killed. There certainly aren't enough to deal with these Broodlords. Yes, the Broodlords are exposed. Sheth's army is elsewhere. He's not supporting his Broodlords right now, but he doesn't even need support. He has enough Broodlords. Although... this could be problematic here if he can catch up to those Broodlords before the remainder of his army gets there. Nope. Sheth's army swinging in from the right-hand side. Going to be able to probably catch all of these units on the way back. Actually, never mind. He's going to deal with the gold first here. Get rid of that.
Yeah.
And then continue on to Ryung's base. But Ryung just not able to accomplish anything in any of these games. Sheth is all over him.
Yeah, and this isn't, there's a lot of things you can chalk up to the fact that they're playing from Korea to North America. But decision-making has been what's won Sheth these games.
Absolutely.
It's not come down to critical micro. It's come down to positioning and decision-making.
I agree.
Sheth's been on top of it the whole time.
I totally agree. And I'm very impressed right now. I'm very impressed.
All right, this
immediately fungles those two Vikings as they come out. That's really the only threat right now to his Broodlords. Going to kill those with purely fungal, it looks like.
Oh, he's got to get that last one. It will go down here in just a second, but the Broodlords keep working their way forward.
And once again, forcing himself into a situation where he can kill all the SCVs at the third. Coming up huge once again. Loses a hatchery that's completely expendable.
Yeah, he does have another one going down over at the fourth as well. So Ryung going to continue to try and do damage, but Sheth's just going to push right up the front. The Infestors are making their way in. They're also going to drop down a couple of the Fungals, but the Banelings get their best hits possible. And now Sheth is max, and Ryung is under 80 supply. Under 70, under 60.
Game, folks. Sheth going up 3-1 here against Ryung. Ryung's pick as well. Very, very, very impressive.
Yeah, congratulations to Sheth for taking game number 4. We'll have game number 5 in just a second.